big win, obviously, against New York. But now you're going to play a Colorado team that hasn't done that well this year. Is a Western Conference team. You're at home. How important is it to make the most with so few games left of these types of matches?
Oh, I think it's massive. Obviously, some teams have a few games in hand on us, so I think that magnifies every home game especially. And we know that we're confident at home and we play well at home, so we have to continue to pick up as many points as possible. Yeah, as well as Colorado may not be doing the standings. If you watch their last game, Bill Hamid probably made 5-6 really good saves. They hit the crossbar on a few, so this is not a bad team. And obviously under a new coach, they're going to try to push and show well for the new coach and the rest of the year. And like I said, last game the scoreline maybe wasn't as indicative of the play as it usually is, but they're a tough team and we have to focus. And if we take care of business, like I said, if we play our style, we'll be a tough team to play against.
Obviously, New York game was a big win, and you guys closed it out. So from a mentality perspective, that was probably good too. Was a little bit of an ugly game. What kind of are the keys are you building off that, or what kind of are the different keys you might need for Colorado?
Yeah, I always say that a lot of times in games there's always a fight in the first 15 minutes, and after the fight, the football breaks out. That one, the football didn't break out as much as I thought it might. It was a little bit choppy of a game. The way they press, they create a lot of turnovers, deflected balls, things like that. So sometimes it's not as beautiful of a game as you'd like, but at the end of the day, you have to adapt to that, and we have to react. And I believe that our team can compete with any team in the MLS in terms of football. If there's the ball on the ground, combination play, I think we can compete with anything. And I think we showed last game that we can also put in the fight. And sometimes it's ugly, but if you can combine those things, it'll be a really tough team. We'll be a really tough team to play against.
How are you approaching this week with a Wednesday, Sunday? Is that extra day, not a Wednesday, Saturday, make a big difference?
I think any extra day makes a difference. Obviously, we're always excited to play and know that these games are meaningful, so everyone's going to be up for it. Even Colorado, everyone likes to come to Providence Park and play. Everyone always speaks about it, and it's fun for people on both sides. But at the end of the day, we have to control as much as we can control in these games, and we can't get ahead of ourselves and look forward to the weekend because that's a big game as well. And we know that we're going to be on the road for 3 straight games, so we have to take care of our home games and win as many games as possible and get as many points, knowing that we give ourselves a little bit of buffer on the road, and it's tough to travel, but that's not an excuse. So we got to try to put in as much work to get points.
Knowing that you're going to be facing a number of the teams that are right around you in the standings in your final 8 games, how do you guys feel about that? It means you're going to be controlling your own destiny to some degree in those matches.
For sure, and that's all you really want it to be. That's all you really want to do at the end of a season. You want to be in a point where if you win and you can control your own destiny, it'll take you to the playoffs. A lot of times it sucks when you have to look at results and hope another team loses or you hope another team drops points. But knowing that you can control your own destiny, and if you win your own games and you win your home games or away games and you pick up points, that you'll be in the playoffs. That's all you can ask for at the end of the day. So you put in the work now to hopefully have the last 3 or 4 at home to be able to say if we take care of our business and play the way we can play, we'll be in the playoffs.
And then Diego Valeri has obviously been a big player in this league for years now, but is apparently having a career year, it seems like, at 31. What's it like playing with him?
Oh, it's great. I always say that Diego's a hell of a player, but he's an even better guy off the field. But, I'm so happy because he deserves everything, all the success to him. And my rule of thumb, I always say, is if you get the ball to him and Darlington as much as possible, good things generally happen. And Diego's playing well, and he makes the team better around him. And at times when we've needed a goal here or there this year, he's come through, which is great. And hopefully he continues to do that the rest of the season. I think he has 13, 14 goals-ish. So if we can get him a few more before the end of the season, it'll be great. But all the success to him. He makes all the players better around him.